demystify feminism.
To advocate for the rights of women.
Lazima ukuwe na umama.
Lazima ukuwe na ubaba. Plus wanting inclusivity.
Misunderstood things about feminism.
You know, you just don't give me a job to just look pretty in the office. This one is there to be seen, not heard whatsoever. Privilege.
Mimi siwezi ingia jikoni.
The gender quartering. Mimi sitishangi fair. Woo! We all have an aspect of us that is attracted to the same sex.
Whoa. Yeah. Hold up. Hey, nimejaribu kujitetea.
Positive vibes.
Knowledge and niceness.
We believe in the small efforts.
A woman doesn't need a man to be great. A woman doesn't need a man to be strong. A woman doesn't need a man to be recognized. Let's do this. Colored within the lines. Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to a brand new day. Welcome to a brand new journey. I am your host, Stefano Armstrong Wanjia, and I'm joined by
Dazzling D. So, we got this post-feminism era. And that is where now people started critiquing and reacting to the entire feminism movement. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And it was there that they realized the thing is not about changing the name, the term feminism. The thing is about sticking to the ideologies in the feminist movement that work for you. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Let me come closer to home. This is what I'm saying. We ended up having different clusters or categories or types of feminism or of feminists. Yeah? So we have radical feminists.
I've had a fair share of those.
You see those radical? Mm-hmm. Those radical feminists believe that our social construction will forever be fabricated as long as men are there. Because men bring with them patriarchy and everything wrong comes from that structure. Yeah. And to them, they believe that for our society to enjoy the benefits that it deserves, we have to uproot the entire patriarchy from its roots. But what they don't tell us, they don't give us a solution. They don't give us a practical solution. Like, do we kill all men? Do we make them dumb? Do we mute them? What do we do with these people? Because our genes are replicating them every day. What do we do? Then we are the same people who give birth to these men. We are the same people who socialize them. So as far as radical feminists are concerned, with all due respect, we are confused. We just can't be behind you on this. So on to the next one. We have the social Marxist feminists. These ones were brought about through the Marxism theory after industrialization, blah, blah. If you know your history, you got me. If you don't worry. We are many.
Google. Cheza na Google, Buddha boss.
Uncle Google, very kind.
Yeah, Google University.
So, those ones, they're social feminists. Those ones are the people who will push the ideas down a tourist road. You know, yes, to them it's all about the gender division of labor and the relations that we have in the workplace. To them, they feel that for jobs like having nannies or daycares, those ones are, and prostitution, they are sheer exploitation to the female world. These are just men exploiting these females and just putting them in places that they don't have power, and these two jobs that are so disregarded. Yeah. And then those ones, the social Marxists are still there. They still feel like the quid pro quo in the workplace has to be worked on. Those ones, I kind of believe in them because, you know, you just don't give me a job to just look pretty in the office. Or you just don't give me a job to be your mistress, you know.
But you do know that...
Or you just don't give me a position where I'm not allowed to make decisions.
The soul cuts.
You just can't. Apologies to all the PAs out there.
I was going to say that the soul cuts both ways. And what you were trying to drive home about, don't just put me in a position where I'm just a pretty face.
Yes.
True.
And it so happens, look at secretaries, look at PAs. They are there. You know, I was shocked Sorry for interjecting. I was shocked when my high school business teacher, hello, Mr. Someone.
Unajijua?
Yes. So I was shocked when we are talking about different types of employees in a corporate. Yeah. And he was talking about we have the managerial level and we have the subordinate level. The subordinates are people who do semi-skilled jobs or unskilled jobs, like
Clerical.
the janitors and all that. Then we have the managerial level. These ones are the ones they're in decision-making platforms. Do you know how perturbed I was to realize that the PAs, the secretaries to the CEOs, they're in the managerial level? But come on, what do they do? That's a pink office. They're just there taking orders, taking notes. Please forgive me if I used a bad example. Sorry to all the PAs, we respect what you do. I just couldn't help it. So moving forward, those are the those are the Marxist, social Marxist feminists. That is what they were looking into. They're like, yes, you have given me a position, you've given me a job, but what is my position in this job? Am I allowed to make decisions? Am I someone in this office? Do I bring something more substantive to the table? Can you just wake up one day and fire me as you wish?
So the conflict is my position just a name, or is it
Yes.
the role that I play in the organization?
Yes, and nowadays we term that as gender quotas. See, in Kenya, since the affirmative action came into being and the two-third gender rule came into the picture, courtesy of our new constitution. Oh, it's no longer new, it's a decade old.
Oi, oi.
So
So is it now an
since-
old constitution? I mean,
it's just a constitution that is a decade old, guys. So, yeah, since it came into the picture and it brought these conversations, we have these political positions that people feel that they shouldn't be there because of the gender quartering. We also have the same compositions when it comes to decision making platforms in our county levels, and even in the corporates. We have these corporates that they really want to be inclusive, but what they are doing is gender quartering. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is you just pick a face that represents the marginalized and you paste them there just to show that you're gender inclusive. That is wrong. For example, if we are three managers in a company, and you want to be deemed as gender inclusive, so you bring about a HR manager who is a female. Most of them are. But you make sure that this HR manager doesn't have much say in as much as these choices or decisions are being made. So she's just there to paint a good picture, PAing. She's just there to paint a good picture of your company, to show that you guys are gender sensitive, you're in tandem with the constitution.
she's like, let's say she's like that suit you wear for an interview just to get recognition.
No, that one is even more respected. This one is there to be seen, not heard whatsoever.
My goodness.
Yes,
Me.
and we even have those people, even to the minimum decision-making platforms that we can get. Like in the county levels, they talk about a youth, and mostly they look for that youth who is less informed. Ako hapo ni wa county because baba ya nani, anko yake sijui guka yake has this connection, and I represent youths wa Kiambu County. But this guy is, sorry to say, he's practically empty. He's
Not
there to be
practically.
seen.
He is
Yes.
empty, because if you don't have the capacity to lead and you're in a leadership position, you are empty.
Yes. So that is what the Marxist, social Marxist feminists were into. Then now we go to the third type that I want to speak about today. We have many, but these three are so distinct, and that is why I picked them. So we have the liberal feminists, and I'm one of them. I term myself as a liberal feminist. These ones are more open-minded, and they try to look at things from a position where an individual effort can bring a whole lot of change. We believe in small things matter, and we believe that we don't have to go to the moon and back and to just restructure the society as it is. We don't believe that we have to bring the world to its knees for women to be heard or for these rights to be executed or to be respected. We believe in the small efforts that an individual takes. For example, I particularly feel like if the thing, well, let me use the most common thing that we have in our era. If you're a Kenyan, you know this. We are talking about how our mademo kula fair, yeah, na hawa kutumiwa fair. As a liberal feminist, and I stand to be corrected, but I'm saying this with all audacity that I can garner. Mimi sitishangi fair. If you've ever given me a fair somewhere to come see you, it's about time you shine your light. Because Mimi sichukwangi fair at all. I don't ask for fair. So that is one standpoint that I take. I'm not saying that I'm very good and all that. This is not me tooting my own horn. This is me showing you a small thing a small decision that I take on a day-to-day basis that changes how someone relates to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. If everybody does that, the ripple effect will be that we will have enhanced, we'll have improved the power gender relations that we have. We'll stop viewing women as people who always receive unsolicited to gifts and fairs and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah? It's so degrading.
I also feel to that point of yours, probably to me the best way for us to go forward with this feminist movement is if we cultivate in the young ones this idea that a woman is not weak, woman is not what I say will sound so controversial. A woman doesn't need a man to be great, a woman doesn't need a man to be strong, a woman doesn't need a man to be recognized. They can be all of that but still being a woman, still being strong, still being
based just to on the same breath, just to like marinate your point.
Ooh la la.
Using the example that I had just raised, I'm talking about this. Why don't I receive fairs? It's because if this is a relationship or an entanglement or whatever name you want to name it, if it's a mutual agreement between two human beings that have a set of hands and a set of skills, people who can feed themselves, without being so dependent on other people. Mm-hmm. If we are talking of a relationship between these two people and they want to see each other, then let's talk on the basis of the most primary things that there is. If you're going to have sex, you both want sex. Let's look at it from a good base, 50-50, 40-60. Why should one pay for it? If it's all about missing the other person, we both miss each other, right? Then why should the other person pay for it more than the other? And yet, that is the same person that you don't want them to have power over you. That is the same person you don't want them to rule you.
But you're giving them power.
You're giving them power. That is what I mean. And that is why liberal feminists are the most open-minded. They take their stance. And with the liberal feminists, the whole idea of feminists being in battle with men, and the whole idea of feminists being women who want to enjoy the male privileges that they don't foot the bill to, is totally off the table.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. And so my parting shot will be, you are the change you want. You are the change you want. You make those choices, you make those decisions, hoping that one day the world will be open enough to see things through your lenses.
Okay. Wow. And there's no better way to wrap this thing up. You are who you want, and you are the change that you want to see. For me, I would say, if it is to be, it is up to me. The 10-2-letter word mantra. If it is to be, it is up to me. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for listening. It has been amazing. It's been informative. Wow, I have learned quite a lot, and I think this is the beginning of something that will change the world someday. Yes, I said it. We will change the world. Better believe it. Thank you so much. My name again is Stefano Armstrong Wanjia.
Thank you very much. Let's take this as our world, and let's have fun as we make the change. Mine is Dazzling Day. Ciao.
Bye-bye.